Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Toby's Talk Show, and today we are back with another video, and we will be talking about the Lakers and Nets. And I thought today would be a fun day, with the NBA offseason being so dry right now, nothing's going on. Talk about the two powerhouses according to most NBA fans, which is the Lakers and Nets, Western Eastern Conference. And kind of decide myself in this video who I think has the better chance to win it all. And obviously, you put the Nets and Lakers together, and you say, all right, who's better? You can get your answer like that. But I'm also looking at, through the Eastern Conference, through the scheduling, et cetera, et cetera. So let's get right into it. So with the Nets, I mean, we know both teams very well. The media loves to show them off. But with the Nets, we know it's all about the big three. If they're healthy, and, people say, oh, it's a big if they're all healthy. But come on. When they're together on that court, nobody stops them. Come on. I mean, they put up 105 points in one of the 12 games they played together. And when two of them were somewhat healthy on the floor together in the playoffs, no one was stopping them. Let's be real. The Bucks couldn't do it until Kyrie, got hurt, and then they had to throw James Harden into the Lions' den, be like, good luck, just to try to help Kevin Durant. You had they played in the first round the Celtics, that was late. They didn't have Jaylen Brown was hurt, so it was pretty tough for the Celtics to do anything there. And then we knew the Hawks weren't better than the Bucks, so the Nets probably would have made it to the finals with let's say Harden never came back, and it was just a healthy Kyrie and KD. They probably would have made the finals if Kyrie didn't twist his ankle. And with the Lakers, we know they're the old age home. That's what people like to call them. All former very, very good players in this league. Around 8 years ago, in 2012, and everyone talks about it. Westbrook, LeBron, Melo, Dwight, Gasol, Trevor Ariza was good back in the day. Rondo, a lot of players that aren't as good as they are now. With the exception of LeBron being still a top 5 player, even though he's not in his prime, and Anthony Davis being, he's hurt. So 2 years ago was probably Anthony Davis's prime when they won the chip. He was healthy. He won a championship. He was that second, man. But if he stays healthy this year, this could be, he still has time to keep going up. He's so young. But besides that, they're all old. So the question is, obviously Malik Monk, Kendrick Nunn, but most of the roster is filled with vets. I'm interested in the chemistry part of that. How is that going to work? Obviously all the old homies, they're going to have their old lingo, and they're going to probably like to chill together. But I'm sure, LeBron, he's a leader, and so are all those guys. So I'm sure they'll, make it work in that locker room. And I think when you're looking at the East and West, I think honestly the West this year is going to be easier than the East is. And that hasn't been that way for a minute. And the only reason that's the case, all right, this is important. The only reason that's the case is because Jamal Murray's hurt for the Nuggets and Kawhi Leonard's hurt for the Clippers. And so those two teams are drastically not as good as they should be. And if they were as good as they should be, the Nuggets could be the 1 seed in the East. Oh, well, actually, the Nets are going to be. So, the Nuggets could be a 2 seed in the East, and the Clippers could be. So, two powerhouses aren't going to be at the same level of dominance as they should be. So I think the Nets should have an easier time getting there. Obviously, the Bucks are going to be a little difficult to heat, but I'm sorry, the Nets should actually have a little bit of a harder time getting there. But they still shouldn't have that much trouble. It should be Nets-Lakers. If everyone's healthy, the Nets and Lakers should be able to walk through the playoffs and get there. But if I had to make this reasoning for who I think has an easier time to win this championship, I would say the Lakers. However, the only reason why I'm not so 100% into that is because obviously if the Lakers got through the West, which looks like it'll be easier this year to do, and the Nets, somehow get their way through the East, I think the Nets have an easier chance to beat the Lakers. I'd put money on the Nets beating Lakers just because of the big three. And so I don't know. The definition of who's going to have an easier time to win the championship, I would say the Nets just because I think they're the better team overall and they're the best team in the league. But who has the better chance to make the finals? I'd say the Lakers. Maybe? I don't know. You guys let me know down below. I'll see you in the next one. That's my answer. I was just jibber-jabbering for a little bit. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, guys.